I got freaking poison ivy all over me, by the way. Like, look at this, guys. I got stuff on my legs for poison ivy. Like, look at this. Especially this leg. And now I got some on this leg. There has to be poison ivy in that garden. Hello! Welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday? I'm not sure. Let me check. Hold on. I was right. It was Tuesday. Anyways, guys, I'm not going to exercise today because I got stuff I got to do. But I am going to exercise because I got to go plant my dad's garden for him because he doesn't have time and the garden's getting too late. We finally got, like, we got to plant corn, we got to plant cucumbers, we got to plant watermelon. All this stuff should have been planted like 2-3 weeks ago. But we haven't had the chance because we was afraid the chickens going to eat it. So I'm going to go fix it up. I'm going to plant some of his tomato plants and try to plant as many as I can. Blah, 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 blah. All that's good stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, so we're going to go do that instead of exercising today. I mean, I'll exercise tomorrow, but one day isn't going to really be bad. Plus, I got a good night's sleep for once, guys. The last couple of days I haven't been sleeping very well. I've been on like 3 hours of sleep. But today, I did. And my dad already left for work because he got up really late today because I slept like a baby, which is a good thing. But now we're going to go work in the garden all day. Right, Jake? Right. Anyway, guys, let's get today started. So, alright, guys, so this is what we got to plant today. We got cucumbers. We got lettuce. We got green beans. We got, over here, we got corn and watermelon, which we soaked overnight to give it a head start because it should have been out in the ground like 2 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Especially the corn. Corn should have been planted like at least 3 weeks ago. I got a bunch of tomato plants I can plant once I get the rows and everything dug up. The rows and stuff are going to go out here. I'm going to take my dog, tie him up in the fence. Not really tie him up, just let him loose in the fence if we can find the wet. We got a row of stuff I got to make. And, yeah, I got to make like 3 or 4 rows. And then my dad made one row for the cucumbers. Then I got to make another, like, row for the corn. Another row for the lettuce. A row for green beans. Like, 2 rows for green beans, probably. And then I'm going to start planting my dad's tomato plants and peppers. And probably a squash if I run out of room. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I will cut back in a few minutes. I'll show you one more outside. So, bye, guys. I'm back. My dog's in here. Look, my dad already got this plant, actually. He already has it, dirt and everything in it. So I just got to put, we'll put the cucumbers in this row. All the way up to about, well, as much as I can go, almost to the end. And then, like, the last, like, row, like, the last bit that's going to be, watermelon. Down here, we're going to put corn. Corn's going to go here, like a row of corn. And then we're going to do a row of, like 2 rows of probably green beans and stuff like that. But I got to get all the plants. So yeah, once I'm going to get started and then once I'm done, I guess I'll talk to you guys. Oh, and then all this is going to be tomato plants. All this is going to be tomato plants and squash and everything else what we don't have right now. I have to go get everything. All right, guys, I got to go grab everything, the seeds and everything. So I will cut back in a few minutes. So I'll show you what I did in the garden and what I planted, what's going to be planted in the next couple of days, because all we have left now is tomatoes and peppers and stuff like that goes in the plastic area. If the cow stopped rolling around the kitty. Alright, guys, as you can tell, I made another row right here. This row, the first row that you see with the lettuce growing in between it, is this part's lettuce. The other part is well, actually, this little part here, there's like 2 rows. There's like a half row here, and I finished like the row with the lettuce. Made a small row of lettuce. The row over here is green beans, and this is this is all corn down here. This row is all corn, and then this row up here, we got a squash, which I didn't plant, my dad planted. But this row here is almost all of it is cucumbers, except for like the last like 2 or 3 feet. Then we got like 8 to 10, I don't know, probably like 12 watermelons, and all this plastic is going to have a bunch, once we get some more stakes and fix it back up, because stakes, when the chickens keep tearing up, we got to refix it. All this is going to be like that. It's going to be peppers and tomatoes, which peppers and tomatoes will do too good together, but they'll be fine, because they're not like too close, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's going to be peppers, tomatoes, because we got a whole bunch of tomatoes and peppers left. Oh, and some squash is going to be at the end of all these rows, basically. And we have some sunflowers that just popped up in between them, like this sunflower, and those 3 sunflowers down there. And there's also some more squash in there. Oh yeah, and this is onions in here. We got onions, lettuce, green beans, cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers. Yeah, stuff like that. Which is basically all we eat. And we also have like a bunch of apple trees and pear trees. Like, this pear tree goes absolutely ballistic. It gets so many pears on every year. Like, limbs just break, and then we get like they're winter pears. So you gotta like pick them when they fall. Well, you pick them in the fall, like when it starts getting cold. You have to like keep them in like a cold place for like 2 weeks. Like you have to like take them up in newspaper and put them in a brown bag for like 3 weeks, and you get or you put them in like a basement or somewhere like damp and wet and cold, like not like super cold, but like damp and cool, like a refrigerator. It has to be kind of damp-ish. Does better, but yeah, like a basement or a cellar, we could get like a truckload of pears from this one tree. Pretty intense, but yeah, in about a month or more, which should have been planted like a month ago, especially like the cold lettuce, like the lettuce and the onions and the corn, they should be planted like a month ago. They should be going crazy, and then oh yeah, once they pop up, we're not done yet. Then we're gonna put down, where like there's no place, we're gonna put down wood chips and stuff like that because we got a bunch of them up there in the garden, and yeah, we're gonna put like a bunch of wood chips down, and that'll keep the weeds down for the most part. Hopefully the weeds don't get bigger than we are this year, because that's, if you don't our garden last year, I think I was logging back then, the last couple of years actually. My dad's been getting older and he used to take care of it. But myself, I don't really like gardening, but this year I decided to pitch in because I'm tired of it looking like crap. We, usually the weeds, because we don't pull out the weeds, because they just get, like usually we plant the garden pretty early on and we'll plant the stuff and then like it'll just pour the rain down for like 2 weeks straight. And the weeds will just go ballistic and just grow and grow and grow. And if you're not out there every day weeding the plants by hand, or you put something down, then they'll just grow and grow and grow, and it'll take your plants over. That's why our garden has sucked really bad the last couple of years. Like, we've barely got any tomatoes and onions and stuff like that, especially onions and stuff like that. These have been pretty bad. Usually, like, we used to have a huge garden. When I was a little kid, my dad used to have a garden from where it starts now. It'd like almost all the way down to like a foot down that way. Like, it was probably down to where our porch is, right? Which is like 2 feet more, and it would be all the way to the end of our trailer, maybe a little more. And then when my dad was a kid, they had an even bigger garden, like this whole field down here, this whole field over there, the whole field back here. They had cows and chickens. They had a big farm. That's how they used to feed this family back in the day, because they didn't have, like, I mean, they had money, but like they just like to save money in the garden. Like it was like back in like the like 50s and 60s and stuff like that. Because that's just like what people did. They had big farms and stuff, and it's just how they did it. But yeah, like they basically made everything from their garden. They didn't go to a grocery store and buy food. I mean, they did, but they mostly relied on their garden for everything, which is cool. They had pigs and cows and big chickens and all. It was crazy back in the day. I don't remember any of that, but I do remember having a nice big garden when I was a little kid. It was like 4 or 5 times the size of our garden is now. So yeah. Anyways, guys, there's a chicken on our porch. Anyway, guys, I didn't get a chance to exercise today because I knew if I did, I wouldn't feel like doing anything. So I decided to take a day off exercising. I did work out in the garden because I was like making rows and plowing stuff up and de-hoeing it. Yeah, so I probably got a pretty good workout in. It was like 3 hours worth of work. Anyway, guys, I woke up back in a little bit. I'm going to eat dinner. So, hi, guys, I'm back. I just ate my food, which is just turkey burgers and brown rice most days. And other days, I kind of get off the diet, but it's not too bad. Like, my diet's way better than what it used to be. I'm not eating like 4,000 calories a day, which is a good thing, because that's what I was basically doing a couple months ago. Like, last month, really, I was eating like probably like anywhere from 6,000 to 10,000 calories a day. And I was just packing on the pounds. And I didn't want to get above 300 pounds because I've always told myself I'd never get above 300 pounds. And I was starting to really creep towards, I didn't want to get above 200, but that happened in like 9th grade. So yeah, I've been big. I didn't want to get above 300 pounds. Neighbors are outside. Come on, Jake, we're going this way. Jake's happy. He gets to walk around. He didn't have to walk with me today. He gets tired when I do it. Man, we got to cut grass soon. It's got harder than what I thought it was. But my dad's been fighting with the garden, and I just had to help him. Because I know if I don't do it, then he would never get it done. Because it just takes him forever to do anything. Because all he does is on the weekends, and he can only work for like 2 or 3 hours, and then his sugar gets low, and then he just doesn't feel like doing nothing. And he's not young like he used to be. And he's probably going to get mad at me for saying that, but it's true. He just can't take care of the garden like he used to, which is why the garden's got smaller and smaller over the years, but it's still too big for him to take care of. Like, what do you mean talked? Kitty cat, that's how you can follow me. Anyways, like, that's why the gardens has gotten smaller and smaller over the years. He doesn't want to be any smaller. If he had his way, he'd make a massive garden like the size of a field, but he knows, and I know, that he wouldn't never be able to take care of it. We could barely take care of the garden we have now. Granted, we haven't taken care of it very well because he wanted to do it the old-fashioned way, where you just dig it up and pull out all the weeds when they pop up and plant everything. But one, we don't have like the time to pull up the weeds. I mean, I do if I really, really want to, but I'm not really into gardening too much. I don't want to spend all day literally de-weeding plants for nothing. Like, I mean, we get food from it, but I mean, I'm not really like, I know like a garden is a good thing to do and to have, because garden is like where everyone gets their food, honestly. Like, the entire world gets food from garden, but like store-bought food is kind of iffy, especially tomatoes. Like, you ever eat like a tomato from the store? If you eat from like the garden, like, it is completely different. Like, garden tomato, like any garden food really, is completely different than anything you'll buy in the store. Especially tomatoes. Like, tomatoes are some of the worst foods to buy in the store. Like, they taste like rubbery and stuff. And then when you when you grow your own tomatoes, they're amazing. And corn too. Corn's a big thing. That tastes a lot better from the garden. Green beans, like basically everything tastes better from the garden, but it's a lot of work. Especially if you don't know what you're doing. Like, if you want to do the old-fashioned way, where you just dig up, you dig up a garden, plant, and you pull out the weeds, and if it's really big like ours, like, it's a very time-consuming thing. If you want to spend like 4 or 5 hours a day pulling out weeds, go ahead. But if you want to do it the easy way, dig up your garden, put plastic, or better yet, wood chips down. It'll be a lot of work up front, but once you do it, it'll be a lot easier pulling out weeds. And then you just let your plant grow. You water them like once a week. If there's no rain, if you get a bunch of rain, then I wouldn't really worry about it. But yeah, that's basically it. You put your stuff in the plastic or whatever, and then boom, there you go. And it'll grow, and you just pick the fruit and food and stuff in like 3 months. Well, not really that long, like a month or two, and then boom, there you go. You got everything. It's ready to go. What was that? Guys, it's actually pretty cold out here. It got cold. But as soon as I put the garden, it starts getting cold. Like, what? It's like probably like 40 degrees out here, which isn't the best for a garden. And it's still wet too, man. What is this? Why does this pop out? Bunch of rabbits. Bunch of rabbits jumping around. Kitty, don't go after the rabbits. Leave them alone. Kitty, don't you dare go after a rabbit. Rabbit, run. Run, rabbit. Rabbit, run. Rabbit, you better run. You better run, Mr. Rabbit. Cat's gonna get you. Better run. Oh my gosh, watching a cat. Look, he's after a rabbit. You're not gonna catch it, cat. Cat, you can't catch a rabbit. Oh my goodness. Our cat's something else. Anyway, guys, I'll ever show you this. We got a big pile of horse manure up here. Like, look at this. There's some guy down the road. My dad spent way too much money for it. Like, that big pile was $200, guys. Like, I don't think I'd pay that much for it, but my dad, like, he didn't even want that much. He only wanted like $30 worth, which would be like a scoop or two. But he got like a whole big truckload full, and they got charged him $200. And he had to pay it because the guy brought it up here and everything for him, so he had to like do it. So it's crazy. Come on, Jake, we're going this way. Come on. Crazy cat after a rabbit. I've never seen a cat chase a rabbit. Well, I mean, it probably happened, but I don't think he'd ever catch it because rabbits are way too fast. Anyways, guys, I will come back in a few minutes. So, hi, guys, I'm back. I haven't been going for very long because I didn't know all the chickens were in bed, but they are. Except for this white chicken, and there she goes. You good? Let's count you guys. There's no eggs. I can tell my mom that. 4, 3, 4. And they're all in there. They're all nice and happy. I didn't think they'd be in bed yet. I wonder why they're in so early. Usually they're out running around. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys this. You probably heard us talking about it in passing. But we have a fox running around down the neighbor's house and in our yard. Like, they've run around like the tree pile down here that we haven't burned up in. It's been there for like, what, 5 years now? Most of that's decomposed. Anyways, we have like a big tree pile where we cut down all the trees in the field when we first moved up here. And yeah, it's down there in the field. And there's a fox running around. And our neighbors called my uncle, because he doesn't have her number. He told him, oh yeah, we was out there for an hour watching. And our chickens were out running around at this time too. Like, we got a fox and it's going to grab one of our chickens. And a fox will literally eat all your chickens, guys. And once it finds out, like, you got like chickens and a fox figures out, yeah, you will get your chickens ate in no time at all. Like, a fox will keep coming back to the chickens. It'll eat one, get full, and then once it's hungry again, it'll come back and get it. This is how it works, nature, guys. So we have to do something. One, we have to fence the chickens in, which we just used our fence for the garden. Two, hopefully the fox doesn't get it, which 9 out of 10, that's not going to happen. Or 3, we got to get rid of the fox by either trapping it or other stuff. Who knows? Or you could go the less route, and then you could just feed the fox, put food out in the woods for it, and hopefully there's enough food out there for it to catch in the wild. Which, even if that is the case, if they find out there's chickens, don't go for chickens, because chickens are just easy to eat, to catch, for everything. Man, it looks like we're walking through a jungle, Jake. Look at this. Yeah, so we got those options. I have no idea what we're going to do. But I'd say if he sees it, he's going to get rid of it. And I can't really say why or how, because YouTube will keep you out of the algorithm. And that's very important, especially for smaller channels. Because I already got in trouble once because YouTube was like, hey, if you watch the video, you have to say your age. My video got age restricted, guys, because I said in the title of the video, my dad hit a, I don't even know what I should say it. Ow, I just stepped on a big old briar. I don't know what I should say, but it wasn't one of my last videos where it involves a sledgehammer, and it's a title, and I didn't even do nothing in the video, but they age restricted it, and my uncle watched it, and he said, hey, you gotta say, I'm 18 years older, and you have to say, this may contain graphic content, do you want to continue? Like, what? I didn't even do nothing in the video, it was just a joke. I mean, yes, the title was pretty, clickbaity, but we did joke about it in the video, because my dad, we broke a sledgehammer, and I was joking about oh yeah, we broke it, and blah blah blah. You should go watch that video. But yeah, I got age restricted and kicked out of the algorithm, and all heck broke loose with that video. If I was monetized, that video would definitely be demonetized. Probably all my videos would, because any curse words in any video, which I'll just let a few slip here and there, because it's just life, you know. And YouTube needs to figure out hey, more people than just 12-year-olds watch your videos. Yes, that's majority right, but there's a lot of people there in their 20s, their biggest demographic is 12 to 30-year-olds, I think. There's a lot of 30-year-olds out there, 20-year-olds, 16-year-olds that don't care. They need to figure out their branding or something, because they're just supporting little kids because they're afraid of that's what they made the kids YouTube for. If they want to, they should just stay there and let ads play on more back in 2012. Well, they didn't really give a crap what you put on the internet, but now companies are getting mad, oh, companies, blah, blah, blah. I don't understand it. They need to figure it out, which I don't think they will. They're just gonna keep getting rid of it and doing their thing and messing up YouTube. Anyways, guys, I'll come back in a few minutes. So, hi, guys, I'm back. Oh, shit. 1:30. Hi, guys, I'm back. My mom's home, right, Mom? Say hi. I'm not filming you, just say hi.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hi.
She's not in the mood to be filmed because she got off work at 13 hours every day. Ain't that right, Jake? Jake says, yep, I gotta work every day. Jake, you didn't even do nothing today. You was out there sleeping in the garden with me. While I was out there working like a slave, you was out there sleeping. I saw you. Seriously, he's out there just sleeping while I was out there working like a slave. And then I scared him because I came up on him. I didn't know he was sleeping there. He's sleeping comfortably too. He's out cold. And then I scared him because I was making a row and he was in my way and he got mad. I got freaking poison ivy all over me, by the way. Look at this, guys. I got stuff on my legs for poison ivy. Look at this. Especially this leg. And now I got some on this leg. There has to be poison ivy in that garden. My dad's going to get right up and spray everything. You hear me? Mom? Do you hear me? My dad's getting round up and spraying everything.
No, babe. You know where
that's what he...
Up in that, probably when you were putting that, what you call it, on it.
What, the fence?
Yeah.
I know it was. Probably there now.
Probably still is.
I know. And my dad has it too, but not as bad as I do.
You guys must be more.
Anyways, guys, I'll come back in a few minutes. I'm gonna vlog some. Alright, guys, I'm back. I'm out here in the dark. Look at this. It's freaky as crap out here. What? Don't understand. Look at my dad's tomato plants. We need to plant these things. There's 30 of them still. I've never seen somebody like tomato plants so much. I have no idea why either. He doesn't even eat them all. He gives them away more than anything. Anyways, guys, if you like today's vlog, subscribe, click the bell, and spread your trip. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Whoop!